we prevent that, or if that's something that just happens. And number two, you mentioned something about slowing down the progression of metastasized cancer with GLP-1. That's very interesting.
Yeah, so that's
very, very important for me, because I don't know if there is a lot of treatment, or actually if there is any treatment in regards to metastasized cancer currently. Right now, it's more like a deadly diagnosis.
Yeah, and it's not for all cancers, but a study just came out. I can't think of the journal. I don't remember which journal. It came out about 2 weeks ago. And it was actually, I think it was also in the New York Times. So just, you can look it up. I don't want to misquote it, but definitely in 2 types of cancers. I think breast.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And maybe,
because it's 50% of the population as
breast cancer is a lot of it is related to adiposity, fat mass in general.
Oh, okay.
In the breast. So, there might be correlation, not causation, and we have to look at this in more detail, but it definitely does reduce inflammation in certain pathways, and that's probably the mechanism of just reducing overall body inflammation.
And just to add, there's no magic bullet, so it's in conjunction with, standard treatments too, but it shows that there's some benefit to it.
I know. I think the doctor, I'm a doctor as well. Thank you, doctor.
Pass it.
What about, you mentioned already AI. Can you elaborate it and give examples?
Absolutely.
But maybe if you don't understand, maybe she can translate to American accent.
All right, so the question is about AI in healthcare, and I'll lean into imaging. Okay, there's a lot, and some of the research that I do actually is in layering AI on scans that you or I have already done, and find what we call opportunistic findings. So let me give you an example. There's again, I'm a research affiliate, unpaid, but just so you all know, I do love this kind of research. So one company looks at different CAT scans and chest X-rays, but CAT scans seem to be a little bit better, that you may have had. Maybe you went to an ER for one reason or another. Maybe you just had a CAT scan for like a calcium score to look for plaque in the vessels. Maybe you had a CAT scan for lung cancer. Some people get a low-dose CT scan. The question is, how do we find out more information? And so one of the things that we're doing is layering AI on top of it. It's a lot of work to actually look at what models are best. So let me give you an example. We all have fat on our chest, right? When you're looking at plaque in the arteries, right, there's different kinds of plaque in the artery. There's hard plaque. That hard plaque, that's what a calcium score is stiff. It doesn't dislodge and cause heart attacks, but it's old disease. And so when you get a plain calcium score, that's old disease in your vessels. But what if you look at the fat that you already have, which is not as dense, right? And you look for that fat inside the vessels. Suddenly, AI is looking at soft plaque. Soft plaque is dangerous. Soft plaque causes heart attacks and gets dislodged. So, whereas 2 years ago even, or actually this just got FDA approved in the past few months, you could say 6 months ago, you would get a calcium score, a chest CT, maybe you see some plaque in the heart vessels, you're like, okay, we don't know whether or not this is dangerous, it's old disease. Now you can actually layer AI and look at soft plaque that would potentially cause a heart attack. Then you can also look at the liver and look for fatty liver disease, right? Fat in the liver. You can look at the spine and calculate, a bone mineral density, right? Which a lot of women over 65, this is the Medicare guidelines. You're going to go get a DEXA scan, right, for bone mineral density. Suddenly you can get this opportunistically while leveraging AI. Does that kind of make sense how it works in diagnostics? Cool.
So it's...
Oh, sorry, she has a mic.
Yes, 2 questions. One is, I guess, for you, Dr. Hess, is when you talk about GLP and you talk about when people come off, it seems like worse. It would seem to me if you don't want to be on for the rest of your life, if you start it the way you explain it, someone will be worse off because you'll have all that fat. Is that correct?
They'll be worse off if they don't change their lifestyle, for sure. We know that you're going to gain weight back once you come off. And you're going to reverse all of your...
And why is that?